psychological and financial impacts of COVID-19 pandemic have posed challenges to the basic human rights of vulnerable sections of the society, especially women and children.
People were spending so much time at home, especially men who were earning men and now not having a job, that the stress levels went up and the children were also staying at home. So we have observed that violence against women increased.
The most hard hit were the women of Pakistan, especially those women who were residing in the lower strata of the society. These women are engaged in different activities, specifically women home-based workers who tend to work from the confines of their homes. Due to COVID and the restrictions on their mobility, their economic activity came to a halt.
Considering the risk of a massive outbreak of COVID-19 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, the Provincial Disaster Management Authority (PDMA) and the Relief, Rehabilitation and Settlement (RR&S) departments have made multiple efforts to devise response strategy in this regard.
Gender-sensitive approach towards disaster management has been an active component of our working. During COVID-19 public health emergency, PDMA's helpline 1700 had a dedicated section for women and child protection with the name of Gender and Child Cell, which made it easy for this vulnerable segment of population to reach out and call us for help.
UN Women closely collaborated with PDMA Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and extended its technical support to address the human vulnerability and ensure protection of women, children, and other vulnerable groups. The PDMA Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has an already existing helpline, 1700, the scope of which in the current scenario of COVID-19 has been enhanced, and one of the important components included is a dedicated help component for women and child protection.
In COVID-19 public health emergency, UN Women Pakistan worked with Provincial Disaster Management Authority to introduce a segment for women and child protection in their helpline 1700. So any call that was received with a particular focus on the protection of the women and children was directed towards that dedicated line for technical support.
The Women and Child Protection section received more than 7,000 calls till October 2020. This new added support service is proving to be a sign of hope for many vulnerable women. Most of the times, domestic disputes and discords go unreported and remain hidden because of the absence of proper services. The support mechanisms like the PDMA helpline 1700 is a ray of hope for thousands of vulnerable sevens games of the population who suffer in silence every day.